You know, my man was kicking my head in the other day. I forgot what water I had. But it's another one, the Kirby shake one.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. You know, the diesel one.
What's the other one called? That Fiji water? I don't really like that shit too much. I like the bottle itself, but like.
Yeah, it's it. The Fiji ain't it either. It's the shit in the glass bottle.
Mm-hmm.
With the mountains on it.
Right.
What is going on? It is Luke Snail, and you're listening to Palmetto 84.3. Got my co-host today, Lombardi.
What's up with it?
We got a special guest in the building today, my bro with the fro, Kuntry.
It's really going, Mr. Trap Disco. Shout out to you brothers for having me, Mr. Luke and Mr. LB. Shout out to Twin. Charleston, I love you.
Big shout out to Twin. Shout out to Charleston. How you been, man?
Man, no complaints. Everything is great. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all time for having me.
You've been global. Like, I remember I made a post and you said you wasn't home for like 2 months because you've been just working city to city. How was that like for the artists out there that want to do what you're doing as far as just traveling all over the place?
Dog, we started this, we dropped Heat in the Night last October. I think I've been sleeping on my engineer couch since February. You know what I'm saying? So we've been going crazy. It's an experience. And the biggest thing is just like discipline to me. Like I really don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel I need to, so like it helps me stay grounded, and I'm with my man because it really went from us being on the phone every day, and he in Atlanta, I'm in South Carolina, every day I'm calling him, you know, he got his own life, taking care of little CJ, shout out to C, you know what I'm saying, still balancing that, fitting me in, you know, for the movement, but then I said, you know what, let's go ahead and make the transition to come back to the A. He been telling me to come back for a while now, so we can be hands-on, left brain, right brain, but the overall experience has been wonderful. I just told him on the way over, I'm grateful for his time, you know what I'm saying, somebody who believe in it, keeping it going, so it's just an experience in itself, man. It's like the everything is on the other side of what you don't want to do. You know,
and that's crazy because I feel like a lot of artists in the state, they don't understand what traveling does and just meeting different people from different cities that actually passionate about what you're doing and, you know, dedicated to the grind as far as like just trying to push your stuff, really.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for it. But that's where the fun is at. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we be on the road, we be having the time, but just be me and my mans, and we just be goddamn figuring it out as we go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have it planned, but we know most of the time if you jump out that plane, you'll figure the parachute part out before you hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it works, you know?
100%, dude. Yeah, like, I look back on, like, my time so far in the music stuff, and when I was, like, you know, traveling around everywhere, like during COVID, being in like LA and Atlanta and everywhere, like I had no money, but dude, I wouldn't change that for a second. Like that was so much fun because it was just like, you know, I was just figuring it out as I was going. And like those times of just like, you know, you're really like knee deep in it. That's the best time. You can't get that back.
Man, the universe gonna make a way for you every time. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
All you gotta do is pay attention to what is laying out for you. You know what I'm saying? You can either tend to it or shy away from it, you know?
Yeah. What differences have you noticed from, like, being in Atlanta, in the scene in Atlanta, versus, like, being up here in South Carolina?
I say more opportunity, you know what I'm saying? But I say just being in the A, really, it was more just about bridging the gap on between me and my team. So it's like I'm just more hands-on. We're more focused on what we got going on. It's really no back and forth. It really just cut out the need for constant communication. Where really we can set the whiteboard and then go and execute. But the A is just the whole vibe of the A. Man, I be up in that thing getting gassy, got the feet in the ground. Where we be at is a great location, it's love, great energy. But the A itself is black, it's beautiful. Carolina is black and beautiful as well, but it's just more open to everything. Like, matter of fact, we got pulled over. We were doing something. It was some bullshit traffic violation on somebody else's behalf, but they pulled us over. We was getting gassy. They ain't even say nothing about the gas now. They was like, you know what, watch what y'all doing on that road now. Y'all get on and say, ain't say nothing about the gas. Carolina, I'm going to need you guys to go and step out the vehicle.
What? Fast, too.
Well, never mind the traffic violation, but I smell marijuana. Come on and step out there.
They don't even want to see your ID. They want you to step out first. Come here so I can talk to you. We could be a little bit more comfortable. I don't know what you got in there.
Yeah, you know, but the A is more lenient. It's more of a vibe. And the biggest thing is the separation. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm less accessible. The folks, they want to see that as well. They want to see me doing different things. They want to see me out of Carolina. They, as much as they don't want to see it, they want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm showing them something maybe they've never seen before or how I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So our whole thing on that is an experience. with that separation. You know what I'm saying? We going up, so we got to do different things.
And that always make people double back, like the people that see you start off in the beginning, and then once they realize, damn, he ain't down the street no more, he ain't 30 minutes away, he in another time zone, that make them want to, oh, man, remember when you were doing this and this? Is like,
Man.
it's a different feeling for real. But as far as like Atlanta, I really think that's a good idea because they more diverse as far as like musically, and you versatile is one of the most versatile artists I ever heard from South Carolina. So I feel like you fit in perfectly there within the other cities too that you'll be going to a lot. So as far as the cities you've been touring, what city you was like other than Atlanta that showed the most love? I know you've been in Savannah, New York City, LA, Miami. So
Man, you'll be surprised out of all the city that really showed the most love, like like just randomly, was Charlotte. Like we was in Charlotte at Sync Fest with DJ Esud, and a lot of folks just remember me from the what I did with DJ Chuck T at the Charlotte Arena with the Hornets from Industry Night, and from other events we've been performing along this tour, along this journey right now. So that's been like a lot of folks like, hey, man, you don't even follow me back. A lot of men, you don't even follow me back.
Getting that.
Oh, man, that's you. Man, hey, what's up, man? I just reposted you. And I'm like, what? I didn't know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You so deep in the way you doing.
You know what I'm saying? But outside of Charlotte, let me see. Austin was cool too. We got love in Austin, South by Southwest.
I love Austin.
I was about to mess the name up. South by Southwest. Austin was love. We got a lot of love from that as well, from the past experience we've been having. They remembered it, you know what I'm saying? But Cali, we just came two tours in Cali, 2 dates out there, 2 separate trips. But just the whole experience of the city, we get to see a new part of the city, some new dispensaries, shake some new hands. I like actually, we really waiting for to catch it when the weather is hot. It may seem hot, but it's real chilly over there. It look good, but it's chilly. But I say Charlotte was the most love. Shout out to Austin and New York too. New York was a vibe. We was out there getting real gassy. Me and goddamn my man went out the first time. Me and Dollars went out there, shot to $8. God dang, we was shooting out there, did some previous work. But then recently we went out there to shoot the main video for the single One More Chance, the focus record off the latest project.
Right, we're going to get to that.
We linked up with some directors out there. We had an experience. We was all through the city, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing we try to do when we in these cities too. We never too cool to be a tourist. Like we gonna have a time.
And that's the beauty about, going to these cities multiple times. Because, like you said with Charlotte, once you go one time and you go back the second or third time, they're starting to remember you and remember the face. So it's like they welcoming you with open arms in a way. So that's one of the perks of just always being on the move with good quality music. So it's like it's going to go every time, in my opinion.
Yes.
So what got you into music, like, originally? Like, what was the first thing that really steered you in that direction?
Just really my predecessor, my grandparents and my mother's always listened to music. Come to find out, my aunt was a crazy pianist. You know what I'm saying? She was crazy. I to this day, I never seen her play, but my granddad told me like she was nice. So, and you just as a kid, teenager, want to do something. I dropped the CD when we was teenagers. Folks was talking about it back then a little bit. And then, let me see, when I really took it serious, let's say about 2012, I graduated from college, and then I was looking for something to do, started a production company. So I was like, shit, I can make music too and combine the two. And then 2015, I met my engineer, grown man, still with me to this day. That's when we really went full throttle. I was able to find my sound. Actually, I take that back. Before I was in the process, before I met Grown, I was in the process of finding the sound. Shout out to Doughboy, Street Drummers, BB Slim, BCM Studios out there in Charleston. That's when I was coming up to Charleston. In 6 months, that was 6 months I was coming to Charleston to record. Grown man was reaching out to me to come record in Beaufort. But I was like, nah, I'm good in Charleston. And then I finally came through. That's when I locked in and I found my, I was at the White House, infamous White House. Shout out to Port Royal, Beaufort, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, 2015, we've been going crazy. We 7 summers in right now, I believe. We going for 10 summers, no fumbles. We still going, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a time,
Absolutely, dude, yeah. And your style is different than, most people here in South Carolina making music. What kind of influenced your whole style and your look, and what's trap disco?
The influences, coming up, the James Brown, the Mary J's, the Otis Reddings, all that old school shit you can think of. Grandpa's played it. Then Moms came with her twist. She put me on the Pox and this, that, and the third. And my aunt and my uncles too. They was off the DOS effects. Like I got a lot of different melting pots, you know what I'm saying, of music. Then my cousins introduced me to the Dungeon Family, Field Mob, all of that, you know what I'm saying. Then I got on my Dipset, you know, all of that. And then some more references for the music influences. It was just really and Andre 3000. Andre 3000 and just like it was, how can I say it? Like it's easy to do the shit everybody else doing. That was always easy. But it was like it was kind of fun and also discouraging. Like, let me do some other shit. If I'm gonna talk that shit on the whatever I'm doing, let me dress it up in the bow. Cause you from that era, like you really can't really. It's really not good to disclose everything you're doing and how you're doing it.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So put a disguise on it. You know, have fun with it, and that's really what came from the differences of it. And just trap disco really came from Grown. He had a dream saying that something. Y'all talk to him later about the dream that you know, but he had a dream. He saw that I was the one who's gonna execute it, and because all of the sound, everything from Heat in the Night to Graduation, production wise, that's from him. Like he hit like when we go to record, we go to different places. We might take a trip somewhere, go record, but before we record, I don't hear none of the beats. So whenever he plays, when we sit down and record, I'm giving it to you right then. Everything that you've been hearing since Heat in the Night, we cooking up on the spot. Like just how we sat down, played it. That's the hook. Let me go into it. We ain't writing no verses neither. I'm straight coming to you. It's how I'm feeling, past experience, or whatever the universe bring it to me at the time. So and the whole character with it was like, shit, we making that kind of music. I wanna bring that feeling back. Folks getting lost. Like just if you're gonna be geeked up, let's get geeked up and have fun. Let's get geeked up and make love, or let's do whatever you want to do, but don't let's get geeked up and do a whole bunch of negative shit, because that bring other energy. Let's keep the energy right, moving forward, you know what I'm saying? So, and it was like, disco is not too many folks got to experience the disco, and not too many folks get to experience the trap. Let's bring the both two together, you know what I'm saying?
That's innovating for real. Like that's just a different way of just stepping outside the box. Because nowadays, like I said, like you said, everybody trying to be like what's popping right now, and I feel like they don't understand that you got to be the one to step outside the box and change it. And, you know, it's going to be some people be like, man, this awkward or this crazy. But after a while, they did it with Young Thug and a lot of other artists that, like, you know, genre bending, like, type music and stuff like that. So that's really, like, you starting a whole new wave. So after a while, you start see people trying to copy your style. So,
and I appreciate that. Like I said, I appreciate y'all time to even have me on here, you know, to talk about it, because that was truly it. I remember when me and my man first started, folks had made a post like, yo, because I believe we was going so crazy. I think we did about 100 songs, 100 days. And around that time, like, I'm recording crazy with my man, out of my pocket. So it's like, shit, at least let me get 100 for the feature. Folks was feeling some type of way about that at the crib. Even made a post like, yo, who is this guy? He doesn't represent South Carolina, whoop-de-whoop. But like you said, niggas didn't see the vision. And also people feel what they don't understand. It was something different. It was just something different, you know what I'm saying? And that, like I said, can also be discouraging, but I've been going through that shit for so long. It's just the fact that I'm owning it now. I'm owning it, and it's like, if you don't like it, it ain't for you. Some folks is gonna like it, but I ain't gonna lie, the shit, ain't nobody said our shit whack. It's just some folks may not understand it, and that's come with trailblazing, showing folks something they never seen before.
Exactly.
And I'm fully acceptable about that, you know what I'm saying? Because that just leaves me in an area to where I can have open range and be vulnerable. I'm so vulnerable right now to folks. I got a wig on right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I be watching your Instagram stories wherever you go at. I don't care if it's just going to get something to eat. You got the wig on. So I'm like, yeah, he dedicated to this. So it's like when you see him, it matches the music and the vibe and everything like that. So you sticking to the script. So that's really important with your run and what you're doing right now, in my opinion.
And let me add to the inspiration. Inspiration is also my Bubba Grown, because like I don't think I can do certain shit like sonically, you know what I'm saying? He reassured me like, yo, my nigga, just push through that shit, you got it. And Dolomite, the new movie Dolomite with Eddie Murphy, that solidified the character for us to keep it going. For me, I just getting gassy one day, watched it, like, you know what? I gotta create a character for the experience, because I could have did all of this with the Wicks out. Some folks are like, hey, I prefer the Wicks, I like the Wicks, but at the same time, like, not saying it's not me, but I done been in the airport with this shit and folks stopped me. TSA stopped me to take a picture with me. So it's like everywhere we go, folks ask me, is it real? They like the hair. They want to know. it builds something, you know, to get them want to engage. So it's like that boils back to what we're in the foundation of, the music business, the entertainment business. So I got to entertain these folks.
And the importance about you bringing trap and disco together is like you reaching all ranges, because like you got the older people that like rap music, but they still dedicated to the funk and, you know, the old disco that they grew up on. So it's like you mixing all that together. So now the young kids like it, and then the older generation. So it's like you get the best of both worlds. And a lot of people can't do that because you don't really curse too much in your music. Like I don't really hear too many curse words. So it's like you making family-friendly music in a way, so it's like you can play it in the car with everybody. Not, you know, there's some artists you can't play when you taking your mama to the store or something like that, you know, so it's like, they turn that shit off. What is this? Like, you know, so it's like you got hidden gems in your music, and like your style is just so different from everybody else, and I feel like that what makes it golden along with the music itself. So
I appreciate that, you know, and the biggest factor of that I'm realizing now, like I try not to curse. I don't really curse just in you know, I might talk shit like that, but if I'm talking to you, I'll try not to curse because I want you to understand me and feel me. And most importantly, I got my nephews listening. You know what I'm saying? Right. My sister be hitting me every other day. My Jew start with, I think, Back to Back, or he start with Country to Prince, that tape, that project from Low Country. But them boys listening, they watching. So it's like I'm trying to show them, like, you can do whatever outside of the regular 9 to 5, or you can be creative and just give it your all, you know what I'm saying, and just have fun with it. That's the biggest thing, have fun with it, you know what I'm saying? And you can't really have fun if you cursing like that, you know what I'm saying? You can, but like I said, we trying to touch the masses and go global in this. We ain't trying to put no limitations on this.
Do you get, like, upset or mad if someone calls you a rapper?
Nah, not really. I'll just correct them because I'm really getting into that. I was a rapper, but now we transition. They Charleston City Paper, they say we coin trap disco, so I'm gonna go with what they said, and they say I'm an alternative artist now. So I graduated and all that. Like, we didn't even plan that the tape name, and now I'm looking at that on a whole aspect. I graduated from what I was doing, low key. So it's like, all right, I deserve to be called. I'm a songwriter now. I write songs. You know what I'm saying? But may one day these get to somebody and we can do something, but that's what we offer right now.
And yeah, that's what, like, you're an artist because all of your stuff, there's art behind it. Nothing looks like it was forced out. You know, it was thoroughly thought through. And, like, that's where it's like, okay, yeah, this dude is not, like, your average artist. Or average rapper. I mean, he's an artist. You know, he takes this as, like, art, you know, and it's not about numbers, it's not about anything, it's about, you know, for the sake of the art, you know, and I see that appreciation in you. So what is it that made you be like, all right, like, I appreciate art? Like, was there someone growing up to really, like, show you, like, the importance of art?
Not really. It really was just from my grandparents. If anything, like, my grandfather showed me, like, before he left, he always told me to be in control, and he showed me that too. Like, he showed me the even though I didn't go the suit and tie route, he told me how to hustle and at least give it my all, and how to promote shit, like, unbeknown, but how to put it together. That's where the feng shui come from. I really got to give it to my grandmother, because she low key, like, when I look at the whole receipt of my life, like, she always put certain things. Like, when I would have my room set up, she may have some paintings. Matter of fact, in the room, but in the house, we you know, we at now, she had paintings, some jazz paintings, and like a violin statue. Shit was always around. She might have Egyptian photos around, statues, and everything was always set out. And I even had to put together with this thrift shit. Everything, every outfit, anything video-wise might be a prop from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, no cap. I mean, not even no cap, but no lie. But, and it's just shout out to her. Like, she really showed me how to put together, like, how to clean shit, and I apply that, how to put shit together, how to go to a thrift store and goddamn just go crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I say they were the biggest inspiration of art, and I believe I always just been creative somewhat, you know what I'm saying? It's just folks always try to dumb that down, like, nah, you going too crazy, but it's just going back to me owning it. It's just like having fun always, you know, owning the fun. Like, you know, I'm a fun guy, like, you know, and a nerd too, so.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What do you think is, like, your breakout song?
Breakout song?
Yeah.
A lot of folks like Lavish. Lavish was getting That's what one of the songs that did it, Lavish, and I think Halftime Lover. We got some good response from those two.
You and Me.
You and Me? You and
That's-
Me? So
that's the
that's the
one.
new one? You
That's
and Me?
the one.
Okay. Our
That's the
next
one.
Focus record is One More Chance. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully before we leave, I'll show y'all the video. Y'all get exclusive
That'd be great.
video of that.
I
You
need
know
to
what I'm
see
saying?
that
But
one.
One More Chance was fun. I like the record Take Me Home. I have fun on that, you know what I'm saying? But I think Lavish, a lot of folks really gravitate to that one.
Well, let's talk about your new album, Graduation.
Yeah.
You know, just give us a little synopsis of what's going on that one.
Synopsis is we're bringing back the new, it was New Jack Swing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Teddy Riley, the Bobby Browns, the guys. Let me see who else. It was a plethora of other artists too, but that's the feel we bringing back, like the house parties, the fun, like just black excellence, and it's just going out and fun. Just really, I ain't gonna really. That's what I want to get back to. Like I want to get geek. I just want to have one experience. You know, I got so geeked up, clean wise, and I have a great just go and they played the music, and I just got lost in the soul. You know what I'm saying? That's why I big and I keep saying it in some of them songs, like Get Lost, like Let Go. Like, cause I'm going through that too with certain shit. It's hard for me to let go of some shit. I gotta get back in and get lost in it, not get caught up on, damn, do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So the Graduation just a fun and love. That's what all my shit gonna be about coming up next. Is love, fun, and energy and passion. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly.
You got a movie coming out with that?
Oh yeah, we
Or-
actually, it was a shout out to the Charleston paper. They coined it again. We gave you a visual album. You know what I'm saying? We gave you a 20-minute short film on my experience going to HBCU. I graduated from Benedict College. Shout out to Columbia. Shout out to the Met. You know what I'm saying? From Two Notch Road all the way to Broad River. Shout out to Irmo too. You know what I mean? Can't forget Bluff Road. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We guerrilla shot that motherfucker. I put the crew together. You know what I'm saying? I came up with the thought. Shout out to Kay Sine. She's from Beaufort County. She's from the crib. She wrote it for me. And then low key, like, I'll tell y'all some shit. Benedict, they gave us the green light, but then they was like, they want us to do it next year. But we were like, man, we on the timeline. It just so happened the week we shot it, actually the 3 days that we shot it, it was spring break, so campus was kind of dead, but it was some students there that I met from the industry night with DJ Chuck T. I saw Benedict out there, and I just so happened to ask them, spoke with their band coordinator, not band coordinator, the whoever they came with, their contact person. He never got back to me. I said, fuck that. Let me reach out to the kids myself. I said, hey, I got a couple dollars for y'all. Y'all show up. Boom, boom, boom. They came through. We shot the short film in 2 days, 20 minutes. Shot the camera Rico. Shot the low angle Luciani. Shot the Tay. Shot the Glass by Chop. He came through with the sound. You know what I'm saying? And we put that motherfucker together. A 20-minute experience. And my shorty too. Shot the goddamn Naughty Fork. Love You Forever. Goddamn, they came through. Make sure we was good. So we gave y'all a 20-minute film with the album, the Graduation, the short film, and the project. And we had a movie premiere at the crib too. You know, we came through, packed that motherfucker out. So
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And that's another unique aspect that you're giving, you know, the scene is like, would you call it a visual album?
visual album, we not playing with them. You know what I'm saying? We just doing shit folks not doing, going back to giving folks a full experience for those who willing to catch it and just, you know, be willing to open to something new, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously you've been busy. You just dropped a lot of stuff. But what do you see yourself doing in the next couple months here? Any new releases, anything like that?
Next couple months, like I said, and to go back to like I want to say I appreciate you for noticing the passionate and how we plan this shit out. Cause like I said, we 6 months ahead. Are we really this shit? Everything you see now been done 6 months ago, and prior to the last project. So we really just going off the board and checking shit off, marking off dates and spoon feeding folks. So we just dropped the Graduation, the short film, and the project. Then we turned around after that. We gave you another love story off the project, a video. We had to push some things back for the show, July 1st, Music Farm, promo-wise for the next video, You, correct? We going with You? You's next off the single. And then after You, I think we're going One More Chance with the Focus record. And after One More Chance, we may give them what I got. Oh, they got to go. Oh, One More Chance and You and Me. Oh, yeah, that is too. Matter of fact, damn, my apologies on that. So, matter of fact, I'll show y'all both of them today. And that's what we trying to go. Everything now, I'm trying to compact a short film within the 5 to 6 minutes. Because I know the attention span is so short, but I'm trying to give that experience. So, we put 2 videos in one. You know what I'm saying? That's One More Chance and You and Me. I'm gonna show y'all that too. So that's coming next. And then after that, we got the video for Take Me Home, which we had to reshoot because of some fuck niggas goddamn not being professional. So but we said, you know what, we gonna be we gonna look at it small things to a giant, reshot it with some folks who came through. So we got that video as well. So we got damn near a video, we got a short film and videos for every song off the next project besides one. I think dancing. Maybe dancing. I think it's dancing, isn't it? Oh, and So Long, but we working on that. I really want to do something special for the ladies for So Long, you know what I'm saying? Because, we love the ladies. But, yeah, that's what's next. The videos are done. We still on tour. We on the graduation tour. I think that ends in August or September or something, I believe. Last date is in August. I believe after this, the Music Farm, we got Columbia next and then some more dates in Atlanta. And then we'll figure out the next tour because the next project is done too. We're trying to figure out if we're going to call it Euphoria or Synchronic. We really want to go with Synchronic because we're going to take you there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Keep asking, what is Synchronic? You got to indulge, man. Tap in.
I love how calculated every move is. That is so important, and I think more artists should implement that.
Man, if I didn't have that goddamn ass growing, if I ain't looking at that, if I don't got no checks on that board, I'll just feel like, man, what is we doing? You know what I'm saying? Versus we just saying, hey, we just saying we going to do it. Like, I got the board. I'm going to execute. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it done.
So, outside of music, what other interests do you have?
I like being creative director. I wouldn't mind doing that as well. Doing treatments and concepts for folks' video. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I own a video and audio production as well. Any vlogs and shit or any content promo-wise we need, I might edit it because we figured out we can't wait for folks. We're going to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that I got the history, experience. And I ain't gonna lie, I bought an FPV drone, the one with the goggles and shit. I just ain't had time to do it, but I figured out they got the joystick one, but I want the controller so I really can go crazy and I can. That's a small investment. I can start doing some real estate commercials, or I really want to do one when I'm flying through the house and have them sell and get a percentage on that. But other than that, I like flying drones. I like exotic weed. I don't really got too much vices. I don't really drink like that. We might pop sham for just for good evenings or something like that. And I just love low key. I love being in the studio. I ain't gonna lie. Like when we go to the crib today, I might drop Grown Off, go get some more weed, and then I'm going to sit in the studio. I might just go live and just play some shit, or I might cook up some shit for him to mix. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing. He showed me how to record myself. So shout out to my 2C family at the crib. Like they allow me to come in there and I can just be in that bitch and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And create. I love them. Shout out to 2C Gunk, 2C Mac, 2C Moo, the whole 2C family, 2C Nev, 2C Walt, goddamn the whole island. So other than that, if I ain't in the studio, I'm either at the crib sleeping, watching shows. I like some good series and movies too. I like some
Which
movies.
ones?
I've been off Curb Your Enthusiasm. I done ran through. I'm probably in the last season. We just watched I Am Virgo. That shit, boy. I hope they bring it back. What else I like? My man just put me on Yellowstone. Crazy. Them boys going crazy in the country out there. What? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't on that one yet.
Yellowstone, but the first episode come in crazy. So and matter of fact, what's my man name? He was the bodyguard. Kevin Costner. Oldie but goodie. He's a good prominent.
I'm gonna check that one out. Y'all need to cut him a check. He just put me on.
You know what I'm saying? With us, I was watching.
Have you seen I Think You Should Leave? Tim Robinson.
Mm-mm.
It's just it's a Netflix thing. It's a bunch of skits. He used to be a writer for SNL. I mean, they're really stupid, but like, I just die at every single one of them.
Okay.
But if you like Curb Your Enthusiasm, you might like I Think You Should Leave. And that's just one that's like you can turn on and just laugh at,
That's what I'm saying. But who I really like from Curb Your Enthusiasm is JB. You know what I'm saying? He's hilarious, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. Like if I ain't watching the series, sleeping in the studio, or we mixing up like this, I'm really just, I'm chilling. I low-key need shit to do because I can't just be sitting around. But I'm trying to balance that too. Sometimes I need to turn this shit off, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like ain't time to turn off yet. While I got y'all, I need to strike while the iron hot, so I got to give y'all everything I got while I can get it.
Especially with technology now, because you look up and there's 4 other people that they're looking at, so they'll turn around quick, like, okay, hold on, let me see what they're talking about, and then they'll get, they won't be too focused on you. So the fact that you being consistent and you putting everything in their face in different cities is like, it's going to spread like wildfire. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about is the videos you be shooting. Like, do you be the ones behind the idea of it, like directing wise? Because like videos like Lavish and
Every time.
Halftime Level, man. Look,
MDMA is my
show you.
favorite
you like
video.
Spike
yeah.
Lee.
Yeah, my brother, like what we do. My goal is, I figured out, let me try to make it as easy as possible on the director. Like all he gotta do is show up. Like, let me show you one of the treatments we do. Every video. See, we come with the. I usually have one with the pictures and shit in there too. But we'll. Damn, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me see. Go back there. Damn. Let me find one. My bad, guy.
No, you're
Damn.
good. You're good.
Let me see. But other than that, we try to do everything for the director. So all he gotta do is show up. We got the concept, the theme. It may usually have some pictures in there. So all he gotta do is shot by shot. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't thought of it, myself, my bubble grown, you know what I'm saying? So everything's in house. So we in
I'm
control
making
of
his
everything.
job easy.
You know?
For those of you who can't see the phone, there's a whole
Oh, my
treatment.
bad,
There's
yeah.
a whole treatment on the
It's a
phone
whole
there.
treatment.
Yeah,
It's a whole treatment. Let me find one.
it's a novel on there.
You know,
Novel
what I'm saying?
on
Let
there.
me find a professional one. But, hey, there you go. There you go. We got photos on there.
Yeah, look at that.
That's the whole breakdown.
Oh, that's
Y'all can
sweet.
see that. So
A lot goes into that. It's not point and shoot. That's
You know what
not a
I'm
run
saying?
and gun video.
you know what I'm saying? It can be if you got a lot of, all you gotta do is boom your shot selection, then we can also run a gun like that. But we try to tell folks a story, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to just stand there with the money and the gun. Like I said, that's the easy way to do it.
Yup.
You gotta dress that motherfucker up. You don't got to, but you can't be upset for the experience that you don't give the folks or the results you want if you're just doing something everybody else doing.
So you brought us a little gift today. Do you want to talk about?
Gas sticks.
We know you like, in your words, to get gassy.
We
So
like to
talk
get
about.
gassy. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the first time I heard that. That's hilarious,
We get
bro.
gassy. Shout out to my boy. I think that's grown shit. You know what I'm saying? I got that from him, and we just been running with it. Like I said, we 7 years in.
Yeah.
So a lot of folks who really know us, like that's some shit we just been saying for years. So, but we talked it into existence. Like gas
Absolutely.
sticks.
Right, yeah.
Smoking a gas stick. You know what I'm
Getting
saying? Nothing like
gassy
a good
with
gas
gas sticks.
stick. You know what I'm saying? But the papers is just another experience, something to add. It started on something niggas was not doing. That's our foundation. So, and just something to give folks an experience. We almost out of them motherfuckers. Them bitches almost sold out. They've been doing good. Going, you can probably re-up, but
And
yeah.
you got a picture laying
Yeah.
like Michael Jackson on Thriller.
And that's the
So
picture
that's how you
from,
know you the one.
from the Alive cover. Shout out to Mr.
Make sure
Keenan
y'all go
Bowers
grab
on
that.
there.
If y'all bump into him, get a pack or something. I
Yeah,
can't
you can
smoke
get,
this
and
is-
y'all,
this
right
it's
now.
really
pretty
you can get everything from the website www.lowcountry.com. We got music. You can purchase unreleased music on there. You can purchase merch, gas sticks. You know, you can purchase even a link to the short film as well on there.
Dude,
I know-
that's sweet.
I know your merch run got to be going crazy right now because the album is so creative. It's like, that got to be another thing that's going to sell out fast, in my opinion.
Matter of fact, it's going. I got a bag for the last bag I got in there for the show. You know what I'm saying? I might got to get y'all boys a graduation shirt. Y'all let me know what size y'all wear. You
Got
know,
you.
help me with the walking promo, but show appreciation.
Appreciate you.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? We try to narrow it down because we was going so crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just dumb it down to just focus on something, the graduation merch, so that can go back to the experience they can have. You can get the papers, you can get the shirt from that project as well. I might double back and do a graduation tour, the flyer for the tour, do that some merch as well. But it's the doors are open what we want to do right now. So, you know.
That tour shirt will go crazy because you had so many dates on there, especially on the back. They go back, damn,
Yeah.
he been cross state, cross
Been
country
going
for
crazy.
real,
Like,
right?
I really
yeah.
like I know I keep going back to the foundation of it. There's a lot of shit at the foundation of it because I really do this shit for folks, like for the folks who don't leave the crib. I'm from an island 12 miles, and I know folks who will never leave that motherfucker. So for them to see me doing it, it may discourage them or it may encourage them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it, like, you know. And we really only doing what we regularly do. We ain't doing nothing different. We get gassy. We like to have a good time. Shit, let's take it on the road.
So one of the tour dates. What day is it today?
Yeah,
July
Tomorrow.
1st,
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow?
Saturday.
it's actually, and it's low key big. Like this, the music farm. Like a lot of folks, would dream of doing it. I'm headlining. You know what I'm saying? Bringing some friends with me, Holly Boys. I'm bringing some folks from Savannah. I got a couple folks, other artists from the city, Solo Kazi. Shout to Shadow. You know what I'm saying? So they coming as well. You know what I'm saying? They was willing to step up and participate. So shout out to them. But this is big. Like, I wish my great granny was here to be here. 151 Miss Gordon Street. Shout out to Miss Cash. I love you. I really love the city of Charleston. I ain't gonna lie. The grown tell me all the time, the city more open than the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all accept differentness. So shout out to Charleston. I love y'all. My birthplace. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming home. That's why it's the homecoming tour.
They've been showing a lot of love to you too, just with this whole run. I've been just seeing everybody running into people listening to your music, or they'll bump into me and be like, "Oh, this person you post, I like their style or whatever." Even the older, like my older family members, they'd be like, "Well, I don't like these rappers, but this one right here, I can play his music." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's the one." Like,
Yeah, I like that.
the love down here for you is real. I could vouch for that.
I appreciate it, man. We put a lot of work in the city, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the city allowing me to do my thing on a continuous basis, man. Hella love and grateful for the city of Charleston, man. I'm from here. I was born here, you know what I'm saying?
Did you grow up listening to any like local stuff?
Shit. The first one, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it was, Pacino, Dino, and them boys. And I think my cousin, them, because it was crazy, my cousin used to come down there. They used to get in some shit, and they used to send them down Hilton Head. So, goddamn, I think the first thing I heard was T-Mac from Charleston. Him and, I think he had a song with Birdman and them boys, if I'm not mistaken. He did something with Cash Money back in the days. And then, goddamn, a friend of mine from the crib went to College of Charleston, and she gave me a CD and had some nigga with a big ass tattoo on the back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like twin them used to do compilation CDs, if I'm not mistaken. They used to go crazy. I used to see him his shit in the streets. Marley Marl, you know what I'm saying? I even had the pleasure. I used to really be going crazy. I used to be at BCM. I used to mix from BCM to 40. Shot to 40, you know what I'm saying? He used to be in the cut in the back going crazy in the shed, you know, but it looked like a shed on the outside. When the inside, they got that thing built out, you know what I'm saying?
That's South Carolina
You know
for you.
what I
It don't
mean?
look like much, but when you
You
step
know what I
in,
mean?
they got
And
AC in there,
you know what I'm
TV, whatever
saying?
you
That
need.
bitch in the cut, you know what I'm saying? I had the pleasure, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be so mixed up. Shout out to Marley Marl. Had the pleasure of recording with him one time at 40. I even used to be at goddamn shot the Cash Gang, them boys. I used to listen to them boys when I first used to mix around. So I used to goddamn, shot the VT them boys too. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely, absolutely. What about like all time? What's your like Mount Rushmore of musical artists?
I ain't gonna lie. Low key, I like Chris Brown, man. Chris Brown be singing his ass off. That bitch can put a song on. Andre. I fuck with Johnny Cinco. The long way. Goddamn, probably go crazy. That's 3. I got 2 more. How many on this? 4 of them on
4, yeah.
I got 1 more. I gotta throw MJ on there, cause I'm Country Jackson, and a lot of this shit. He's a big inspiration too. Michael Jackson, like musically and how he moved and how he was just in tune with himself and how he would pop it. Mike would be popping his shit now, real low key. So I'm trying to get that status. Like I'm gonna pop it, but I'm gonna pop it in a different way. Like I don't want to say too much. I'm trying to get to that point. Even though I want to talk so much shit to niggas and shit like that, but I think in the long run, I just keep my cool, keep my head down, keep working. We're gonna be all right.
Let the work speak for yourself. Like just let everything fall in line the way it is already.
Yes.
What's your favorite food? Like if you had like a last meal, you know how they do that? You're on death row, you get a last meal. What would Country's last meal be?
Lasagna. You know what I'm saying? Either lasagna or some hibachi. I'm gonna go to triple bowl. I might go big as the last. I'm gonna go to shrimp, steak, and chicken.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, some good lasagna. Can I get 3? I get 3, and then if I need to, I'll choose someone. And then I gotta go. No, I'm gonna leave it at 2. I'm gonna leave it at 2. Some
Just lasagna and hibachi.
Yeah, but if some good lasagna, that thing cheesy and it got everything's proportionate. You know what I'm saying with the ingredients, lasagna.
Gotta
And
have them spread out
some
the way.
breadsticks too. I need the breadsticks. You know what I'm saying? Something good to drink. Yeah, I take
What
the
do you
water.
take to drink? Just the water?
I take some water, some juice. I'm really a juice man. Like I just got a juicer. I be juicing. You're lucky I ain't had my mini blenders like a little shit container like this, and I can hit the bottom. And that bitch will blend the juice up for me right now.
Oh, you be
know
on
what
the
I'm
go mixing for
You know
real.
what I'm saying? I drink a lot of vampire blood. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call watermelon juice. You know what I'm saying? Shot the smash fruit. He hit me. So I go to the crib. He got some watermelon and pineapple juice for me. I've been on my fruit and shit, so that would be my drink. Some cold motherfucking watermelon juice. You know what I'm saying? For the fellas out there, that's the natural Cialis and Viagra and all that shit. Be natural, man. You don't need that shit. Watch what you intake. so you can outtake.
I've never heard of watermelon juice. I didn't know that was like a thing.
Huh?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Man,
I just drink coffee like all day. Like it's
matter of
actually
fact,
bad.
You coming to the show? What you doing Saturday?
Probably nothing. I'll probably
If
be
you
there.
come
Yeah.
to the show, I'm gonna bring you some. I'm man of my word. I'm going crib. I get a third watermelon and pineapple juice for you, so you can do some promo out here for them. But watermelon juice
great.
good for you. Grape juice, all that pineapple juice. You know what I'm saying? Really a juice, man. I might have a Sprite here and now and then, but I try not to.
No, I got you, bro. I got you. So we'll wrap this up a little bit. Is there anything else you want to promo, any shout outs, anything like that before we head out?
I want to say shout to Twin, shout to Luke, shout to LB, shout to Grom, you know what I'm saying? Shout to the city of Charleston. I love y'all, you know what I mean? From 61 in Savannah, I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? 151 Gordon Street, RP Miss Cash. I say that a lot every time I'm in the city when I shout out because that's my great-grandmother. RP Mr. Lucky, that's my great-granddaddy. That was the foundation. I spent many summers. A lot of folk don't know I'm from the city, like, I ain't fuck around, but I fucked around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, drop his ass off over there for the summer. He'll be good. We in there with great granny house. Ain't no AC in there. All the cousins in here. We fighting and going crazy. So, shout out to all the Cash family out there, too. I just love this city, and I just got to shout out to her, man, because, like, she was a real one, and I miss her dearly. So, and shout out. That's why I love the city of Charleston, you know what I'm saying? Because if she wasn't here, it wouldn't me. It wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? My whole mother's side is from Charleston, and my father's side is from Savannah. So it's like I got all of that, being from Hilton Head, the last stop in South Carolina, spending time in Savannah and spending time in Charleston too is like a big melting pot for me.
No, absolutely, dude, absolutely. So you're listening to Palmetto 84.3. We're at Twin D First Century Entertainment. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank y'all. Yay, yay.